Hi everyone, welcome to S4 Sharnya Science classes. I hope you all are able to follow my videos. If it is really helpful for you, please support me by liking and sharing with your friends. If anybody still remind to subscribe my channel, then please subscribe it also. Hi everyone, it's me Sharanya and you are watching S4 Sharnya Science classes. Today's our topic is reproductive health. We have discussed about male reproductive system, female reproductive system, how the fertilization occurring, उसके बाद implantation कैसे होती है, right? Everything we have discussed about, right? Now today we are going to discuss about reproductive health, right? So we all know that एक बच्चे if it attain puberty, then we can say that it is actually attaining that reproductive stage, right? तो एक बार puberty attain हो गया, the function that stage we can say that that individual, right, is ready for the reproductive to carry forward the reproductive life. But doesn't mean that maturity हो गया, reproductive health puberty attain हो गया तो उसकी मतलब it's the time for reproduction. It's not like that, right? So there will be a time, that means our body is actually advancedly preparing for the reproductive life in the future, right? So we need before to carry that reproductive life, we need to attain the reproductive health properly, right? That means growth, health, that must be mentally, physically, emotionally and behaviorally हम सारे prepare होना है, then only we can have a very good reproductive life in future, right? So reproductive life की मतलब reproductive health की मतलब सिर्फ इतना ही है, it's a state of physical, emotional, behavioral and social fitness to lead a reproductive life, right? तो सिर्फ आपको healthy है, that doesn't mean that you are having the reproductive health. Reproductive health in the sense you must be physically fit, emotionally fit होना चाहिए, behaviorally and socially आप fit होना चाहिए, then only you must have a very good reproductive life in future, right? So according to WHO, a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, that is actually physical, emotional, behavioral and social. Total fitness in the sense all aspects of reproduction. Again we are telling total fitness or total well-being. That's called a reproductive health, right? Reproductive health maintain करना बहुत ज़रूरी है for a girl or a female, that male, whatever it is, right? If they are not getting proper nutrition, तो proper growth of reproductive organ will not be there. That will be a problem, right? उनका that शादी करने के एज की पहले उनका ना विवाह वगैरह हो रही है, then they will have a mental pressure, right? So which lead to problem in their reproductive life, right? So you can see that आपका that social or economical background सही नहीं है, it will create pressure which will create emotional and mental pressure for the individual, which can also create problems, depressions and all other problems in their reproductive life. So इसलिए तो reproductive health maintain करने के लिए ये सारा fitness की ज़रूरत है. I hope you understand. Now we are going to learn about what you mean by sexually transmitted diseases, right? And how we can prevent that pregnancy, right? That means every sexual intercourse will not lead to pregnancy, right? वो कैसे हम कर सकते हैं, that we are going to learn, right? Reproductive health की एक important aspects है, you can say that to prevent unsafe sex, right? And also to prevent the pregnancy, right? So we are going to learn here what you mean by sexually transmitted diseases or STDs. This is a short form of sexually transmitted diseases. These diseases are actually transmitted through the sexual contact. Mainly we can say that unsafe sex, right? So with the multiple partners or unknown partners or anything like that, those who are having such diseases, then obviously there will be a 100% chances of getting that disease, right? So those diseases which will transmit through sexually or unsafe sex, we can say that they are called sexually transmitted diseases. Here the sexually transmitted diseases, you can see that which can be categorized into bacterial diseases, viral diseases or even fungal diseases. There are so many types are there. Bacterial infection mainly coming as, you can see that the gonorrhea and syphilis is very important example of bacterial by STDs, that means bacterial sexually transmitted disease. in the sense virus which is causing by virus, that's actually HIV AIDS, human immunodeficiency virus, right? So that's a virus name which is causing AIDS, and AIDS acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, right? So and you can see that warts, these all are warts also a viral disease, right? So these all are the sexually transmitted diseases. So is there any method to prevent all these sexually transmitted disease? Yes, if you are using contraceptive devices, you can prevent the sexually transmitted diseases in a limit, right? So what do you mean by contraception? Contraception, we are going to learn that it's actually preventing the fertilization, that's called contraception, right? So you can see that this contraception will help to prevent STDs, and also it will help to prevent the pregnancies, right? So pregnancy can be prevented by different methods such as barrier method, chemical method, surgical methods. We will learn one by one, right? So here you have to you need a clear understanding of what you mean by contraception, right? So contraception means the prevention of pregnancy, right? So prevention of conception, right? That's actually, or the pregnancy, the fertilization of the ovum, right, during the sexual intercourse. That's called contraception, right? If a sperm and ovum fuse together, it will form the zygote. This process is known as the fertilization, right? If you are preventing the fertilization, then there will be no pregnancy, right? So a method, otherwise you can see that there is a chances of getting pregnant in after every sexual intercourse. It's not sure, there is a chances everywhere, right? But if you are preventing that, the sperm and ovum fusion, right, then we can prevent the pregnancy also, right? So that method is called the prevention of conception or prevention of fertilization of ovum during sexual intercourse is called contraception, right? Why that's actually contraception needed? This contraception is actually helping to control the birth rate, right? And also you can see that they can without causing pregnancy, the individual can enjoy their sexual life properly by using contraceptive methods, right? And I already told you these contraceptive methods will help to avoid sexually transmitted diseases and all other type of diseases in this, especially related to the reproductive life, that means mainly sexually transmitted disease avoid करने के लिए contraceptive methods में कुछ methods, not all methods are actually helpful, right? If it's a ideal contraceptive, उसका concept क्या है? If it is an ideal contraceptive, then that must be user friendly, बहुत अच्छे से easily use करने के लिए help होना चाहिए, and you can see that it must be easily available and it must be effective, and there must be less or even what will I say that no side effects, then that is an ideal contraceptive. We have to understand what are the main contraceptive methods. I told you already there are different methods. First one is the barrier method that we are going to learn. Barrier method, from the name, there are enough methods are there. Among them there are three methods very famous, that are popular or most commonly using. One is the barrier method, second one is the chemical method, chemical contraceptions, and the third one, which is the surgical methods. These three we are going to learn now, right? Barrier method, from the name you can easily understand. Barrier, that means it will prevent the sperm and ovum fusion, right? So here इसके बीच में sperm और ovum के बीच में it will act as a barrier. It will prevent the union of sperm and ovum, right? So there are so many different types of barrier methods are there. Some of the barriers most commonly used are condoms, cervical cups and diaphragms, right? Even you can see that there are different IUCDs, intrauterine contraceptive devices are also there, right? What do you mean by condom? Condoms are the special what will you say, silicone made or latex made things which actually prevent the fusion of sperm and ovum. There is actually male condoms are also there and female condoms are also there. These condoms will avoid the union of sperm and ovum at the time of sexual intercourse, right? And there are cervical cups are also there available. These cervical cups actually inserted into the female vaginal part, and you can see that the cervix part, right, where you can see that it will act as a barrier, right, so that the sperm cannot go inside the uterus and there will be no fusion, but still the sexual intercourse will be possible, right? So it is also acting as a barrier, right? There are diaphragms are also available, which is also another barrier, that barrier method, which will prevent the fusion of sperm and ovum, right? You can see that there is intrauterine contraceptive devices, which is actually can be inserted by the help of a very experienced medical practitioner or the doctor, we are telling, such IUCDs or even IUDs also, you can say that. That's actually called intrauterine contraceptive devices. In this is also for female especially, and this is the device. You can see that mainly the best example for this intrauterine contraceptive device is that copper T, and you can see that there are so many other, but the most common one or most popular one, that's actually copper T. So you can see that this is a T-shaped device which is actually inserted through the cervix into the uterus part, so that here you can see that it will block the entry of the sperms into the fallopian tubule. So there is no block that entry area. It will be blocked by this part, so that the sperm will not be able to reach in the fallopian tubule for the fertilization, right? So this can be inserted by a very experienced medical practitioner. So this is also coming under barrier method, or even it's not under surgery, that's we can see that, right? Now the second type of method, that's actually the chemical method or chemical contraception. Chemical, obviously you can see that chemical means it must be a chemical we are using, right? Mostly drugs, right? You can see that the medicines we are using, that's actually coming under in this category, right? So here that chemical methods, the oral contraceptive pills, right, all the drugs coming under here, right? So it must be a pill, right? For example, eye pill and all, right? There are some other examples also by government. You can see that Saheli, this is also very famous contraceptive pill, most commonly available, right? What they are doing, these pills are actually change the hormonal balance of the uterus. You know that before pregnancy or fertilization, our uterus will be itself prepare for carrying that, for the implantation and all. So there will be so many hormonal changes. So these pills are actually changing the hormonal balance itself, so the eggs are not at all released on time, or the fertilization cannot occur, right? So that means if it is occur, then that will be the implantation will not be there. So it's actually happening by changing the hormonal balance, right? So and this is the method, this is the method of action of chemical methods, right? But here what is the problem? There is a high chances of side effects. If you are continuously using these pills and all, then there will be a chances of side effects will be there, right? Now the last type of method, the third type of method we are going to learn here, that's actually the surgical methods. Obviously this is not a temporary. You can see that barrier method, it's very temporary method. Use and throw methods, we can say that, or chemical methods also that same time, it's only temporary method. Here the surgical method, which is actually a permanent method, we can say that, a long time contraception needed, then the individual can go for this. If it is a male, then it is called a vasectomy. That's actually the vas deferens will be cut, and a portion of vas deferens will be cut off and it will be tied, right? So that the sperms produced inside the testis will not reach in the urethra, and it will be ejaculated. So that's actually happening. Both vas deferens has to be cut, otherwise from one it will come, the sperms will come. What about in that female? Female, it is called tubectomy. That's actually there will be a cut in the fallopian tubule, right? The small portion will be cut and it will be tied. So the ovum released from here, right? It will be stayed here, but the sperm cannot enter, right, into the fallopian tubule. So that's also prevent the fusion of sperm and ovum, which will not lead to fertilization, right? So I hope you understand the different contraceptive methods, right? Another thing you have to understand, we all learned that reproductive health, right? So a healthy society needs a balanced sex ratio. That means male and female ratio must be balanced, right? You can see that in India and some other, special in some states and all, there is a very high practice, high malpractice of female feticides, right? So if they understand, if the baby, the fetus is female, then they will go that now undergo the abortion and they will kill that female, right? Maybe you have heard in that now in olden days it was a common practice everywhere, right? So that's why if the male and female sex ratio is not balanced, then that will be that will not be a healthy society, right? This can only achieved by educating people, right? That now what do you mean by the sex ratio, why it has to be maintained, what do you mean by safe sex, what is the importance of reproductive health, right? By educating people, right? So to avoid the malpractice like female feticide, maybe you have seen that government hospital में वगैरह आपने देखा, बहुत सारे हॉस्पिटल्स में वगैरह you have seen that prenatal sex discrimination मना है और banned है, right? So it's a or that ना abortion, right? It's a criminal offense, right? So why we are preventing the prenatal sex determination? If it is not preventing, if the people are getting to know that it is a female feticide, that fetus is there, so mostly there was a custom, right, of that or malpractice to kill that fetus, right? So that's why these prenatal sex determination is banned in India by law itself, right? So here, to maintain the sex ratio, there must be a very good education needed, healthy, which is called the sex education, which is a part of the curriculum itself. So I hope you understand, right, what you mean by reproductive health and what are the methods of contraception and what is the need of a sex education, or what is the need of a healthy society, right, to avoid all these malpractices and all. I hope you understand the topic properly. Thank you. Hope you all understood this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.